top 5 important steps that you need to take in order to become a full-time music producer. And I guarantee you all these 5 steps I have done and I'm continuing to do, which has put me exactly on the right path to become a full-time music producer. So I'm going to discuss all these 5 things in detail with you. So without any delay, let's get started. Number 1 is set ambitious goals for the year. Most of the time when we get into making music, we might not set our minds towards what we are doing. Like for example, if I'm sitting to make a beat, I just have in mind that I need to make a beat. Is it going to be lo-fi? Is it going to be a melody? Is it going to be a trap beat? Is it going to be EDM? Sometimes I don't fix on what I'm going to do. I just randomly sit, make music. And it's not wrong. But sometimes when you have a definite goal on what you're aiming to do in that particular time frame, that'll really help you to, do your work faster. So imagine what you're doing for that particular time period, you're doing that for the entire year. So for example, I can set my 2023 year goals as maybe releasing 2 songs or 3 songs on Spotify, gaining 1,000 subscribers. And I have written a set of goals. Goals were really ambitious. Like I aimed to earn so much of money, which I won't share for now, but so much of money before the end of this year. And I'm still working towards it, okay? So when you set ambitious goals, like when you write those down, put it in a place where you can continuously see during your work, that will be a driving force to making amazing music and working hard, okay? Always make sure to plan your year. It depends, okay? If you want to plan for a year, set those goals. If you want to do it for 6-month period, do that. Be set on what you want to become. So if you want to become an independent artist, where and all must you work on? Research about that and fix those as your goals. If you want to become a mixing and a mastering engineer, what do you need to do? So fix those as your goals. So all these things, put them as goals so that will help you to, work hard and do better. I do this till now, and that has really motivated me. It even gives me a lot of, hope when I'm able to put a tick mark on some of those goals, okay? And the thing is, I already set them to be really ambitious. So even when you reach almost closer to the mark that you had, you'll still feel a lot of gratitude and you'll feel a lot of happy, because ambitious means what? It's like almost impossible to attain kind of a thing. But when you come closer to it, that's when you realize that relief, and that's when you get the motivation to continue to move on, okay? Always set goals, whether it's long time or short time, set it according to your way. Set both if you want and work towards that. Number 2, and this is especially for all the beginners who are, starting out music production and want to become the best producer, everything. Important part is in the beginning stages of your career, you need to learn and create more than having the intention to getting paid. Yes, what you're thinking is right. For every work that you do, you need to get paid, but it's important that you learn a lot and you create a lot before expecting the pay, okay? You know the standard that you have, right? And you know when you reach the kind of quality that you're aiming for, or at least closer to it, right? So in the beginning stages, my biggest advice would be to learn a lot. Go through a lot of YouTube tutorials, go through a lot of websites. A lot of people nowadays put out free things on their websites, on YouTube, on Instagram, teaching music production, giving a lot of tips, guiding you throughout the way. Like there's endless possibilities for you to learn, okay? So focus on learning and parallelly, create things while learning, okay? Let this be your primary thing that you need to focus on. When you're beginning to start your career as a music producer, money may not come as easily, okay? And when you think about it, you need quality in order to produce something to your clients, and that's when your clients will like your work. Eventually, you get paid, okay? But if you don't have anything to showcase, first of all, how will they believe you? My biggest advice is create and learn more. Don't expect pay in the beginning. Even when I started out, I was not getting paid. I was just learning. I kept learning. I kept meeting people, and I still learn, okay? But money is slowly coming in. So the thing is, this is an exponential process, okay? But for a graph to become exponential, it needs to start somewhere, okay? It doesn't start directly on top. It needs to start down to become exponential, right? So believe in the process and continue to grasp as much knowledge as you can during the beginning stages of your career, okay? Number 3, and this aligns with the second point that I also told you, take up a lot of free projects and work on it. Once you set your goals and once you learn a lot of things in production, you need to work on certain free projects. So if you have a friend who sings well, you can just DM him asking if he's okay to do a project with you. You can maybe do the music, he can write the lyrics. If he's not a good lyricist, then you can find somebody through FIVERR, and then you can do kind of like a collaboration / free project, okay? And this does not just involve with friends, do it with people you find on the internet, okay? People who are really good in singing or are really good in maybe arranging or composing, but who aren't really mixing their tracks. Then you might step in, pitch your deal to them saying, you're a good composer, I'm an upcoming mixing mastering engineer, maybe I need to work on some of your projects, put it out so that it'll be like a collective way of learning for each other, and at the same time it's free of cost. So when you approach people in that manner, they will also be ready to give you their projects. You will also learn a lot of things through that, okay? When 2 or 3 people literally sit and work together on something, you will get a lot of perspective from the other person's point of view, okay? And you need that. When you are an independent artist and you keep working on your own tracks, it just depends on yourself. But when you take up mixing mastering projects or composing projects for other people, more than your idea of the song, you need input from that person. So if you don't match in your wavelength, then that project will not be good and the client probably won't come back to you. So to learn about all that kind of business aspects, take up free projects, learn to communicate with those people really well, learn to understand their kind of music and the way they want things to be done in their project, all those things, okay? You learn a lot through all these things, but take it as a free project. When you take up projects, always have in mind that all the things that you're working on for free are gonna be put in your portfolio to later show to the potential clients who will eventually may pay you. The fourth point, now you might have a lot of projects that you worked on or a lot of compositions that you've done, a lot of tracks that you've made, but how will people know that you are a music producer? How will people know or listen to the tracks that you've done? Only when you put them out. So if you just keep it to your computer and you don't show it to anybody, nobody will know about your work and eventually you won't get any clients. More than word of mouth, it's always important that you have a platform where you showcase all these things, okay? Maybe you can show your workflow or you can put out the tracks that you've done, maybe a portion of those tracks, put it out as much as possible. Maybe you can choose Instagram and put short reels about whatever you do, about the songs that you make, the tracks that you make, or put it on YouTube, maybe deconstruct a song or put a complete song. The ideas are endless right now in today's world, okay? So all that I'm trying to tell is you need to showcase your works and all the things that you do somewhere that is accessible for people and that is common for people to find you out. Common things right now, like I said, are Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. So you can aim on either of these apps or all of the apps and try to showcase as much as you can. Maybe you want to do something in teaching like I did. Okay? I'm having a lot of students to whom I teach music production. So nobody will know that I am a good teacher unless people see me teaching, okay? I put a lot of tutorials on YouTube and people look at it, and when they're able to understand something that I teach them, that's when they want a one-on-one coaching with me, and that's how they approach me, and that's how I also get paid. One among the ways that I get paid, okay? People need to know your work before you get paid. Otherwise, you won't get clients, alright? So whatever you're good at or whatever you're aiming to get paid for, put that as your primary work. Choose your primary audience and display that, okay? And the last point that I would like to tell you is collaborating with people. This also aligns with the free projects also, okay? When you approach people, when you want to do free projects, you deliberately tell them that you want to take up free projects, and then you let them know that I'm a beginner and I want to take up projects for you. I want to do something. If you like it, then maybe you can continue to work with me, things like that. But when it comes to collaboration, it means both of you want to work on a track together, okay? Collaborations can be paid or it can be free as well, okay? You can choose it according to your way. But the thing is, collaborations can happen through many ways. Like maybe you collaborate with a singer, you collaborate with a rapper, or you collaborate with a composer. Maybe you collaborate with a specific mastering engineer and you do maybe the mixing part. And like I said, only when you collaborate, you'll understand a lot of things which you thought you already knew, okay? And you'll understand other people's perspectives and you will grow a lot more in that. I have collaborated with a couple of people and I have put out a lot of covers in my YouTube channel. You can see them over here in the link that I've attached in the screen. And all those things taught me better, especially in vocal mixing in my case. You need to get out of your comfort zone, talk to people. Initially, when you go to somebody's DM and you text them, hey, I want to collaborate with you, that person will never find any value in your message, okay? You need to listen to that person's songs first. And if you like something about that, if you genuinely like and if you genuinely want to collab with them, then talk to them about their music. Tell them what you liked about their music. So you need to make the other person want to collaborate with you, okay? So all these 5 that I told you are really important. And when you genuinely put in the hard work to slowly do all these steps one by one, I guarantee that you are on the right track towards becoming a better music producer and in fact to even become a full-time music producer. If you have any other add-ons that you want to do for all the points that I have given you, please put it in the comments so that we can all grow as a community. So I hope this video was useful. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Keep making music and I'll see you guys in another video.